What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Mike, I gotta say this. Terence Crawford, tremendous fighter. You're a big supporter of his. He wants to move up 3 weight classes and fight Canelo. What do you think?
Yeah, he can do what he wants, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Mike Tyson has once again taken a brutally honest stance. He reprehended Bud's decision to fight a much bigger man just for a big payday. It's been a long time since Bud Crawford has been persuading Canelo for a multi-million fight. At first, it looked like a regular boxing stunt.
If I was easy work, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough.
But when Saudi magnate Turki Alalshik showed his interest again, the ice started melting down.
Yes! Let's go! Canelo, come on!
You heard it from him?
We are ready!
However, these warm gestures were not enough for Canelo. The Mexican star refused to fight Terence just like David Benavidez. Up until this point, Canelo has completely boycotted this fight. Moreover, he has done something that no one else can think of.
Yeah, look, I'm good with that I'm doing. I don't need that kind of things. I'm not looking for that kind of fights. If they want the fight, okay. It's in my way, not in their way.
Canelo openly condemned the way he was approached by His Excellency. Although Canelo gave some vague hints about fighting Terence, His Excellency's way of negotiation proved to be the last nail in the coffin. With Fight Hype reporting the scene, Canelo was heard saying, "I don't really care about Turki. I am focused on my upcoming fight. He called me yesterday, he texted me yesterday, and I was supposed to talk about the fight against Crawford in February or meet them yesterday in Los Angeles with him. I said, look, I'm 100% focused on my other fight." Maybe that's why he said this today. Turki Alalshik has proved that he's more of a boxing fan than merely a boxing dictator. That's why he asked Canelo to reconsider his thoughts about fighting with Terence. Earlier, the Prince showed some real discontentment with Canelo. After Canelo rejected this fight, Turki blasted Canelo for his stubbornness in a lengthy tweet. This post was more of a diss than necessary information and was filled with sarcasm. "I heard what Canelo said, that he respects me, but doesn't like the way we do business. As for him respecting me, it doesn't matter to me if he does or not. As for the way I do business, I know why he doesn't like it, because I only target big fights at fair prices. So of course, anyone who likes easy fights won't like that." His Excellency further ripped Canelo by bringing back the biggest demon of his career. Referring to Canelo's bitter loss against Bivol, Turki wrote, "And I know how he feels after losing to Bivol, so he's been looking for easier fights ever since. Also, I'm not the one who's afraid of fighting Benavidez or Crawford. Therefore, I knew he was wasting our time and making excuses with big amounts of money that couldn't be paid. So I'm continuing my way to make big fights that serve the boxing world, and he's on his way to making easy show-only fights." But Terence Crawford wants something else. He has kept this debate alive. Just like UFC 306 at the Sphere, Bud shared his desire to square off against Canelo Alvarez at Wembley. After shaking his head in disbelief at Anthony Joshua's traumatic loss, Bud resumed his unfinished business.
You and Canelo, are we going to see this?
Yeah, what's your message to Canelo?
I don't know. Hopefully we can get that fight.
Moving back to Mike Tyson, who made a valid point here. He thinks that Crawford had one of his toughest fights to date against Madrimov. And even though both Canelo and Terence are 5'8", Crawford has a wiry frame and would probably lack the mass and strength to compete in heavier weight divisions. When Mike was further inquired about a fight between Terence and Canelo, his answer was plain.
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, and he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, because this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy.
There is no way Terence can win against these odds. Mike further unfolded his wisdom and said, what would he have after this fight? I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. People thought they could do these things before. I guess Terence doesn't have to do it. But the problem is that Canelo is still not serious about the fight with Crawford. In an interview, he remarked that Terence brings nothing for him. More than him, Teofimo Lopez deserves the shot at Crawford more than he does. Talking about the weight gap, Canelo left fans saying, "I'm not asking for that fight. I think Teofimo Lopez deserves it more than me. Crawford is a great fighter, obviously, but he's 3 weight divisions below. As I've already said, I've fought against bigger opponents, fighters in my weight class, smaller opponents, older ones, and younger ones." Teofimo Lopez Jr. is currently training in Canelo's camp under the guidance of legendary coach Eddie Reynoso. He is more similar to Terence's size and has been demanding that fight for a long time. Recently, he caused havoc all across the boxing world with some nasty racial slurs about Terence and the other American P4P.
Fight, Tank don't have a fight.
Yes.
Which one of those 2 fights interests you more, Gervonta Davis or Terence Crawford?
Whichever monkey wants to get the banana.
Okay, all right. So whoever you don't care which one of them you fight.
They say they're gorillas. I'm a lion. I eat them. Let's go.
Teo was awarded as the New York State Athlete of the Year, where he spilled these words. He further highlighted his matchup with Terence Crawford and how he is improving.
Absolutely, man. Come on now. I told you guys I'll go to 154. I go 2 weight classes for the good.
Okay.
I'm at 155 right now, so I'm fine.
All right, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Well, the thing is like, you guys gotta understand. It's like, if folks, you gotta know, it's not about the weight bullying. It's about the skill sets. It's about the ring IQ. It's the fact that I have the longevity part. Crawford is 10 years older than me. He's old. He's getting older. His legs are gone. You know what I'm saying? And the more he goes up in weight, 160, 168, whatever he wants to do and try to catch that Canelo, he's never going to catch it. You know what he's going to catch? An early retirement.
Canelo also took notice and came back with a stern reply. After achieving a unanimous win over Edgar Berlanga Jr., he has shown once again that he's the real deal.
Tonight, Terence Crawford was Turkey Al-Sheikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
No comment.
Apart from Canelo, boxing governing bodies are also sabotaging Bud Crawford's dream fight. The WBO has just ordered Crawford to face WBO and WBC world champion Sebastian Fundora in a unification bout at the end of this year. WBO Championship Committee Chairman Luis Batista Salas has disclosed this information in an official letter. He wrote, "Please be advised that the parties herein have 30 days upon issuance to reach an agreement. If an accord is not reached within the time frame stated herein, a purse bid will be ordered. Moreover, the minimum bid for the fight is set reportedly at $200,000 if both parties can't reach an agreement by September 27th. Believe it or not, Terence Crawford sees no fortune in Fundora. Recently, Bud was seen sparring with the former light heavyweight champion Andre Ward. This clearly shows his intent to go in heavier divisions against the ruling of former boxers like Mike Tyson.
Today I get some rounds with the GOAT. One of the GOATs. You know what I mean? 2 GOATs. Iron sharpen iron.
Witnessing something special. Something special. You ready?
And just like Terence, his coach Bomac also argues that they deserve a fight with Canelo at 168. Moreover, Big Bomac also hinted that Crawford will consider hanging up his gloves if this fight is made.
I just look at Canelo like he can be beat. He's been beat before, so he definitely, Bud got the tools to beat him. I mean, Bud got it in him. He has it in him. If it plays out like that, and if he wanted to play out like that, that just tell you that he believes in himself. You know what I'm saying? So I can see him doing it. You know, is it a challenge for him? Yeah, of course. It's a challenge for the whole team. Yeah, of course. And that's something that we in the business for, being great. I mean, we all can retire from that after that. You know what I'm saying? We can retire after that, and we just sit back and do what you're doing.
Do you believe this? Who thinks of Bud's win against Canelo? Tell us in the comments, and please like and share this video. For more amazing content, please ring the bell icon.